Next, let's create some vase and the cups on the table. Well, I think we can start from cups. Okay, cups are easy. Just create a polygon cylinder. And select the vertex here, make it longer, and then scale it down. Select the face above it and delete them. Okay, we almost finished the cup, but I think it still needs some thickness. So go to the modeling toolkit and extrude the face. Give it some thickness. I put number here, 0.1. Okay. That's it. Go to front view. Hold down D and drag the pivot to the bottom of the cup. Now let's place the cup on the table. Of course, it's too large. I have to scale it down. There could be a lot of cups on the table, so let's call this one the cup 1. Cup 01. And the freeze transformation, delete history. Okay, that's cup 1. Just duplicate it and put another cup around here, maybe scale it up a little bit to make some difference. Ctrl D, maybe put one here. And I'm not sure what it is, so maybe it's a box, a cylindrical box. So correct the cylinder, place it around here, and we'll make it looks more interesting, not just a cylinder. So go to modeling toolkit, use multi-cut tool, hold down Control, add the split here, add another split here, and also add a split here. Use your middle mouse button to cut it in half, and then double select the edge loops in the center and scale it down a little bit like this. Before we deselect them, go to Mesh Display Harden Edge, and we'll make this edge a hard edge, and it looks more obviously. Then add some bevels for the edge here. Bevel. Maybe 2. Oh, this looks much better. And we need another, I think it's a plant here. I'll just duplicate the cup, Ctrl D, put it here, scale it, but I locked the y-axis. I just scale it along x and y and z axis like this. And then use multi-cut to add a split around here. Then select face. Select one face here and hold shift. Double click the face beside it. And it will select the continuous edge ring, or the continuous face ring. And then extrude. Drag them out. Okay. Go to side view. Let's ISO select this model. If you want to make this part flat, just select those vertex and scale them along y-axis until they become flat. And actually, we can delete this edge loop. So double click on the edge, select the edge loop here. And be careful, if you just hit delete, that will leave a lot of vertex on the surface here. See that? So don't do that. Control Z to go back to the last step. Instead of hit delete, we should use hold down Control and delete. Okay, this time there's no more vertex on the edge here right now, because we are using delete edge vertex. The command delete edges vertex here, and it will completely remove the vertex on those edges we just delete. Okay. So let's call it flower pot 1. Flower pot 01. Duplicate it. Maybe put it maybe here. We need one more here. Also, I think we need another big flower pot on the ground. I can just duplicate this one and scale it up, put it on the floor until it goes through the floor. That way we can make sure it's not floating. It goes into the floor or carpet. Select those vertex, scale them down a little bit, and maybe this time delete the upper part. Okay. Then go to Modeling Toolkit, extrude it. And reverse the normal. Reverse. Okay. And we still need one more lamp over here. Go to front view. Let's create a curve as the profile of this lamp. So go to curve surface and use EP curve. Then eject the curve aside the y-axis. This thick and black line here stands for the y-axis, and then we drag curve like this. Okay. Enter. And make sure the last vertex it touches the y-axis. So let's select those vertex and scale them down. Make them flat. Then select the last control vertex here, and then align it to the center line. Then let's select the profile curve, and then use this revolve, or you can go to surface revolve. Let's check the dialog box. The axis preset is set to Y, which means if we revolve it along Y-axis, okay, and that's what we want. Then it will revolve it 360 degrees. Okay, and yep, let's click the revolve, and we create some shape looks like a vase. Okay, so we can also use these methods to create vase, but right now we are going to create the base of a lamp. If you want to tweak the shape after you create it, it is possible. Just go to outliner, select the curve we just drew, and then go to edit mode, go to control vertex, and you can change the control vertex. It will change the profile of the lamp. Okay. And this NURBS surface is reversed, just like Polygon. It's reversed, and there's also another way to reverse this surface directions, but it's different from Polygon. You should select this surface and go to surface, reverse direction, and we reverse the NURBS directions for us. We can still tweak the vertex and change the shape, but once we are satisfied with this shape, we can delete. Okay, select this model, delete its history. After you delete history, you can no longer change the shape again. Okay. And center its pivot. Center pivot. Let's make a lamp. Let's create a polygon cylinder. And scale it up. And scale the vertex. Let's delete the surface here. And this time we add the thickness by selecting this edge and go to extrude. Can extrude them inward a little bit, and extrude it again and push it up. Okay. I think this part is too thick, so I'm going to scale it down a little bit, make it thinner, like this. Alright, finished. And then let's group them together. Ctrl G and rename it lamp. Center the pivot of this group. go to front view, and you can move this lamp here. How about we just put it on the desk? Okay. Scale it down a little bit. Place it on the desk. Like this. Great. We can use same methods to create the other vases. Go to front view and use EB curve tool. Let's drag curve, maybe like this. And make it flat. And revolve it by click this icon here and select the curve. If it is hard to select the curve, you can use the masks. By click out the arrows here, it can open a small menu, and this is the selection masks. So if we click off the surface mask, we will never select the face. We'll just select the curves. But if we turn off the curve mask and turn on the face or object mask, then we can only select object. See, the curve is not selected. Okay. So right now we are going to select the curve. We don't want to select the object, so I turn off the object mask. Okay. And then track the curve a little bit. I think this looks better, or maybe not. All right. Then turn on the object mask, select the model, then go to surface, reverse direction, reverse its direction, and also center its pivot. It's better to move the pivots to the lower part here. Then every time you scale it based on this pivot, and it won't go go through the floor. Okay. So face this vase. Maybe how about here? This table looks empty. Let's put it here. Scale it down. See? If you scale it, it won't go through the bottom because the pivot is around the bottom of the vase. So it's convenient. So put one vase here and name it vase 1. First transformation. Delete history. Okay. And Control D, duplicate it, and make a copy and put the vase here. Nice. We can delete or hide the curves because there are two curves in this thing. So you can select them by holding down Control and select the curve, and now we skip the base model. Just select curves and group them. Call this group NURBS. And Control H to hide the group. Okay. So you can check if the model or group is hide or not by checking the color of the text. Okay, if the text is in dark black or dark gray, I'm sorry, if in dark gray, then this group is hidden. And if you want to show the hidden group, select them under Outliner, Shift H to unhidden them. To unhide them. So Control H to hide them, Shift H to unhide them. And now I'm going to hide this group. Even though there is no door in this reference image, but I'm going to make one for it because it looks weird if there's no door in this room, right? So I'm going to make one around here. Select the wall model first and then click ISO select. Okay, so ISO select it. And then let me add the split using mod cut and add the split here, maybe right here, and here, and one more line here. Okay, so this area is where the door is. Let's exit the ISO select mode and check it. Maybe we should move those vertex to right a little bit. Okay. I think the vase here blocks the way. So I'm going to use make this table shorter a little bit. And with the models here, move these two models aside. Okay, that makes more room for the door. Okay, and then let's select the surface here and go to Edit Mesh, Extract to extract the surface. And now we get a single polygon surface. Act as a door. A center pivot for it. Okay. Just move this door away temporarily, and I want to make the thickness of the door. So select the edge. It's 4 edges, and extrude it. Drag it outwards a little bit like this. Oh, it doesn't look right here. So Control Z. Let's do it again. Okay, this time extrude it. Okay, and this time use W to go to the move modes and then drag them to this direction. Okay, now it looks correct. Then let's move the door model back until it touches the wall model, and let me turn on the wireframe unshaded. ISO select this model. I'm going to split the door into half. So let me hold on Control and middle mouse, click it and split a middle line. Also, we'll add some more edges here. Then select those face. Go to Extrude. Turn off the Keep Face Together attribute. Then offset each surface inwards and drag them out. Okay. And then go to Mesh Display, Harden Edge. Go back to Object Mode. Okay. It looks more detailed. Let's make the handle here. And the handle is easy. Just create a polygon sphere. Rotate it along x-axis by 90 degrees. Then scale it down. And maybe the handle is around this height. Yep. And lower the subdivisions to 12 by 12. Go to Side View, the right view, select Face, delete those face. Go back to Perspective View, and let's fill the hole by select one edge and go to Mesh, Fill Hole to fill this hole. And now let's select this face, extrude it, and the offset, don't do it too much, just give it like 0.15. That's enough. Oh, it's too small. About 0.06. Then extrude it again, like this. Done. And delete the last surface here. Let's go to right view, go to edge mode, and select the edges here. Right now they all looks very hard. The surface looks hard because of the normal angle. So go select those hardened edges and go Mesh Display and soften them. Do the same thing for the handle here. Soften. Go back to Object Mode, then insert this handle into the door. Maybe lower it. How about make one more cut here and select face like this. Then extrude it, drag them outwards a little bit. Yep, like this. Okay. Let's group them together as a door group. Control G. Center as pivot. And this time, let's move the pivot to the right part of the door. Maybe here. because if you want to make the animation for opening the door, you can just rotate the group like this. And rename the group as door. Door. Okay, under the outliner window. Maybe we have to change the position of the light bulbs, the 3 light bulbs, to move them higher a little bit. Okay, here. Yeah, looks better. Let's turn off the wireframe shaded and check it. Maybe I need an extra frame here. Let's ISO select this model and select the surface around here. Okay, select these 3 surfaces. Then go to Edit Mesh, Duplicate. Go back to Object Mode, and then select the surface we just duplicate. Okay. Center pivot, and extrude it. Okay, you can see they are extruded unevenly. So Ctrl Z to go back to last step. Let's add thickness instead of just drag the local transfer Z. Okay, it's much better. Go back to object mode and we drag it out and reverse this normal. Okay. Good. We're going to make a paperback look like this and put it on a table. Let's start from a polygon cube, always, and then scale it up a little bit. Okay, it looks fine. And then go to the history, add one more subdivision on the width. ISO select this model, and then go to mesh multi-cut. Drag a vertex along the center line here, and then place around here. And then connect to the vertex here. But do the same thing to connect it to the other side. And let's connect the right side of this back also, like this. And go to front view, hit 4 to make sure these 2 vertices are aligned with each other. Then let's select this edge, scale it down a little bit, and then select these 2 vertices, scale them along this direction like this, and select these 2 edges, scale them like this. Compare that with the reference image. this, and then clear the surface on the top, and go to edge mode. Select these 6 edges. Go to mesh display, harden edge. Maybe I have to make this part wider. This part wider also. Lower a little bit. Okay, like this. And then I'm going to make the handle. Go to right view and let's go to curve surface and use added point curve, EP curve, to create an arc here. So left mouse click. Right now you don't see the curve. Okay, let's finish these functions first, and then exit the ISO selection mode. That's because we are under ISO selection mode, so we don't see it. Okay, go to right view again, and this time use EP curve tool and create a curve here. It doesn't need to be perfect. Just that will do. Like this. And the center its pivot. Move it to the paperback, close to the paperback. And this time I'm going to use select the curve and use create swept mesh. We lower the scale profile to like 0.1. Still too big, so 0.05. Okay. Turn on the wireframe unshaded. Because this model is still lacked of sections, so it looks very jaggy. And what we can do is go to interpolations and raise the precision to up to 90 or maybe 95 to add more sections. How about 100? Oh, that's too much. 96 or 99? Oh, 99 looks better. And I still think it's too thick, so I will lower the scale profile down a little bit to well, that's too much. 0.02. Alright. Then select this model, center pivot. Hold down D and lower the pivot to here. Now you can rotate it. Control D to duplicate this model. Rotate to another side, like this. And move them down a little bit. Okay. How I finish it, select these 3 models and group them together. Control G. Then under outliner, rename it paperback. Delete history of it. And let's put the curve 3 into the NURBS group and hide it. Now we have the paperback, and then center its pivot. still think it's too big. Let me scale down a little bit. Alright. And just rotate it a little bit. Okay, that's it for the paperback. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to transfer a NURBS model into Polygon model. Because sometimes I would like to unwrap the UVs, and it's much easier for me to unwrap the Polygon UV than the NURBS. So, for example, in this thing, we got 3 NURBS models, and we can check them under outliner. Okay, the NURBS model, they are shown as a blue icons here. And there's another way to check whether it's polygons or NURBS. It's by going to show, and then let's turn off polygon models. Then you'll see 3 of them are left because they are not polygons, they are NURBS. So how do I change them? How do I convert them into polygons? Let's start with this one. Select the NURBS model. Let's go to Modify, Convert, and select NURBS to Polygons. Go to the dialog box. Let's reset them first. Okay. And I always check quads and check general. And then I check the third option here, participant number of isopons for U type, and also participant number to isopons for the V numbers. And right now we can leave the 3 by 3 for these 2 attributes, and then click tessellate. And we have to turn on the polygon again, so that we can show we can see the polygons that we just converted. Okay. Select the polygon and ISO select it. Okay. This is the polygon that we just converted from the NURBS model. And if I click the history here, I can still change the U number and V number and make it looks more smoother. And if I like the shape, all I have to do is to delete the history. After I delete its history, it has no longer have the connection with the original NURBS model. So we got a brand new polygon model, a brand new polygon vase. And now I can hide this original NURBS model. I put it into the NURBS group to hide it. So I still keep it, but it's just not shown. Okay. Let's do the same thing to the other one. But because this one is just copied from this one, so I can just copy this polygon vase. Call it vase 1, vase 2, and let's move vase 2. Okay, center pivots first, and then put vase 2 here. Put it above the table. Okay, the third one, modify, convert NURBS to polygon again, and we can just use the same settings. So just click this command. That will convert the polygon surface. Okay. Then maybe give them more numbers under U number, about 4. Okay, and let's delete its history. Alright. And where is the NURBS? Let's select the model here, and I can see the original NURBS, and the curves is under lamp. Well, maybe, yep, it's here. Okay, so let's open the lamp group and select the NURBS model here. Middle mouse, drag it to NURBS group to hide it, and this one, let's group it with lamp group. So use your middle mouse button to drag it to lamp group. So now it's under a lamp group. Okay. Alright, we have already cleaned up the scene.